Hello, Scorpios. Welcome into your reading. We're trying to figure out your November predictions, starting out with the energy that you're going to be having going into the month. So let's figure that out. We have Scorpio. It says wise decision, accurate, brilliant, organized, and validated. And you got your choir of angels cheering you on in the background here, cheering you on to do the things that you need to. Yeah, so it seems like you are being faced with something that is going to influence you to like a right direction, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to be a decision that you are making within the month of November, but it could also be an energy that is lingering on from October that you're going to be feeling. And you, even though that you might not feel like it's a great choice, or even though you might not see what the outcome could be for you, it is the best choice for you moving forward, and there is going to be some sort of validation at the end of the road for that, I feel like. So what is the major timeline going to be like for the month of November for Scorpio? We have the Five of Wands, we have King of Wands, we have the Eight of Pentacles, we have Four of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. So it almost feels like to me that this is an energy of kind of like blindlessly working, like keeping your nose down, blindlessly like focusing on your work and allowing the work to progress who you are, and staying like confident in that your work might lead you different ways than you expect, but it's going to ultimately level you up, right? And yes, this decision could be a choice of either, hey, do I stay closed off or do I open up? What is the choice here? And I kind of feel like you are going to represent yourself the way that you know you need to, and kind of carry that forward into the month of November, where there's some sort of destiny path here for you for some reason. And whatever that destiny path is, you're going to potentially either be seeing it towards the end of November, or maybe even seeing it end up in December. But there's something that is like heavily pulling you like a magnet. And I just feel like whatever it is going to level you up, or it's going to level up someone else that you are going to be kind of interacting with. But ultimately, I just feel like you know what you're capable of, you know who you are, just do what you feel called to, do what you know is normal, and kind of like open up more into that energy. So what is the overall energy of the emotional and the physical for Scorpio? We have for the emotional, the Magician, and then for the physical, we have the Four of Cups. This is an interesting energy because I wouldn't have expected either of these two cards to come out in this energy. But emotionally, I feel like you feel accomplished. You feel like you have made some changes. You feel like you have brought some good things into your life. And I feel like you're going to continue to bring good things into your life. And that's probably what it's talking about here. And then with the Four of Cups and the physical, it could be like missing opportunities or missing signs. Even though you aren't necessarily like understanding why you're making a certain choice or doing a certain thing or doing it a certain way, your angels, your guides, your ancestors, whoever, the universe is pushing you forward blindly, even though you're closed off to the signs here. So yes, technically in the physical, you are blind to your surroundings, but it's for a certain reason, it feels. So who or what is leaving Scorpio's life in November? We have the Page of Swords. Interesting. So what is leaving your life? I kind of feel like is this combative energy of not like allowing things to guide you or direct you. Kind of feel like you're going to take away the limitations of yourself, your ego, your persona, and kind of just let things kind of flow and travel, and allow great transformation to happen within your life instead of just being so closed off and thinking that everything needs like a logical reason. I feel like there's just going to be an energy of release that everything has to be something when it really doesn't have to be. So I think looking too far into things might be something that is leaving your life. But who or what is coming into Scorpio's life? The Knight of Wands. So just a lot of fast movement. There's probably going to be a lot of things that are starting to shape up around you without you realizing it, and really coming together to make something. And it's going to happen quick. It's going to happen like as fast as lightning, it seems. But there's just going to be a lot of good energy behind it. There's going to be a lot of good motivational energy. There's going to be a lot of good influence. There's going to be a lot of passion, love, care, things like that. And it's going to bring a lot of electricity into your life, a lot of power. So that's going to be really exciting. What is going to be the biggest change for Scorpio in the month of November? We have the Page of Cups and we have the Nine of Wands. So biggest change is to avoid stagnation, to get out of a stagnating period, is that you are going to be kind of opening more up to the idea of flow, to the idea of the universe, and just kind of like expanding more into flow, I guess you could say. And kind of not like, I know it's going to be hard to not release your power, but it almost seems like you are releasing your power in a situation, maybe like trying to control the things that you don't necessarily need to control. But at the same time, I feel like you kind of like what this card is saying is protect what you have created. You're not going to give that up either. So if there's a decision where you feel like you're leaning more towards letting go of something, I kind of feel like you're going to snap back into the flow of what's like going on. So let's see, what does Scorpio need to be made aware of in the month of November? We have Six of Swords and Five of Cups. So what you need to be made aware of is it almost seems like you don't need to reflect backwards. You don't need to reflect on the past. You don't need to be a criminal investigator. You don't need to try to figure out all the details. You just need to focus on the path moving forward. What is coming at you? Pay attention to signs. Pay attention to symbolism. Pay attention to the angel numbers. Pay attention to where you're supposed to be going. Be more open to the idea of trying new things and opening up to that aspect. And stop trying to figure out things that have already passed you by. Okay, that's what you need to be made aware of. Just focus on the future, focus on where you're being led versus, the juicy things that catch your attention, I guess. So what is the energy going to be like of Scorpio leaving the month of November? We have renewed connection, renewed connections, reunion, reconciliation, intimacy, and forgiveness. So this could be an energy of someone reaching out to you, someone contacting you. Maybe you're reestablishing connection with your spirit team. Maybe this is an energy of someone that you have met once before, getting back in touch with you and learning more about you. This could be someone from the past that is also coming into your life to help you during a certain period of your life. Or this could just be a message that you were supposed to receive as well. So that is the energy that you're going to be in leaving the month of November. I guess kind of experiencing that sort of energy of that. But that is what I got for you, Scorpios. Hopefully all this makes sense and it resonates with you. And if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to drop them down below in the comments and I'll be sure to respond. But I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being here. And if you are wanting to know the answers you have manifested, or if you're wanting to know what your shadow is trying to tell you, feel free to click these two videos at the end of this video.